9:35. Financials.
Today's financials include a cash transfer from the general fund to the sheriff's office for their second half 2019 911 operations. A travel request from the building department to attend the International Code Council Conference. Then and now from the Commissioner's Office to Manning & Manning Company LPA for amounts not previously encumbered for appointed counsel fees from 2018. And then and now from Common Pleas to Corey R. Hinton for amounts not previously encumbered, and a travel request from JFS to attend the Ohio JFS General Session. Vouchers include $13,468.50 from the Auditor's Office to the State of Ohio for the 2018 financial audit, $19,474.70 from Water Resources to Liberty Ford for a purchase of a 2019 Ford Fusion vehicle, and 2 revenue certifications, a revenue certification from JFS and their Family First Council transfers in account for additional commitment amounts received, and a revenue decertification for the county home for revenue that had been budgeted for the 2019 prior to the county home being closed.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Commissioner DeWart?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
I was waiting for a question.
Yeah, I was thinking of. I was actually thinking of one. I was thinking of one, and then I. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to ask it later,
Yeah,
I'll answer it for
I
you.
just say I heard Jim start the store the other night. Start to try to blow them out.
Is there gears grinding? Yeah.
You gotta respect the elders.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Today we're
Okay,
asking
great.
to approve and accept the 2020 Geauga County Subco Interactive Health and Personal Health Action Plan for Employee Health and Wellness for the period of August 16, 2019 through August 14, 2020. This is our Employee Health and Wellness program we voluntarily participate in. Ultimately, for better health and if we move forward to having incentive again for reducing
Does this help in our overall, assessment? And, does it help in, keeping numbers down and overall in our
Yes,
budget? And
for our county last year, our healthcare rates went down 2%.
2%.
So we would think that participating in the wellness program has something to do with that.
So is there some incentive to doing it? If we have, percentage of our employees do it, do we get a?
Last year, we had about 70% of eligible employees participate. We had 610 employees eligible.
That's good.
We have not required spouses to participate. We could, that would probably help our numbers because spouses do impact the.
But some do, right?
Some counties do require.
No. Our group, some spouses participate.
Yes, we have some that participate.
Okay.
They have the option to, it's not hard to.
Right.
On a different note, the dependent verification request that the county employees are going through, how is that being received? Have we gotten a lot of return back on that, or does that go direct to
It goes
SEPCO?
directly to them.
Okay.
I field some questions, but most of it, they want them to call their contact number.
Okay. Okay. Very good. Okay.
So move.
Second.
Commissioner DeWart?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Aye. Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Keep that here. County engineer.
Morning. Morning.
Morning.
Item 3 on the agenda is requesting the board approve and execute the unit price contract with Chagrin Valley Paving for the asphalt resurfacing of Kyle Road, Section C and D, in Clarendon, Hamden, Huntsburg, and Montville Townships. We've already approved the award, it's just signing the contract.
Okay.
So move.
Second.
Commissioner DeWart?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Item 4 is the same different contractor for the unit price contract with Roniak Paving for the asphalt resurfacing of Caves Road, sections E and F in Chester Township.
So move.
Second.
Commissioner DeWart?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Item 5 is requesting the board approve and execute the unit price contract with Ronant Paving for the asphalt resurfacing of Wilson Mills Road, sections A through C in Chester Township.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner DeWark?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yeah, these are just the contracts that were the OPWC money that came in. And those projects will be completed starting mid to late August. Will be done before the end, by the end of September.
Great.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Morning, Frank.
Frank,
Alex,
How are you? How you been?
how are you?
Good morning.
Doing well, thank you.
Busy, right?
Yeah. Well, we have the Deere MOU on the agenda again. We've got a really good relationship with our current contractor with that, Tim. He's doing a really good job. We're pretty happy with that. We actually had a lower count this past year. We had 33 deer that we removed. So we used to be 50 to 75 or so. So this is good.
Yeah.
They're saving us money.
They should extend the deer season.
Yeah, I don't know what the rationale
Insurance
or
rates
the
are
reason
coming down.
is, but we're seeing less deer on the road now than ever, so it's a good thing.
We're learning to avoid cars.
Yeah, I know.
Perfect. Okay. So,
Yeah, we're just looking to do another year with this.
okay, I'll make that motion.
Second.
Commissioner DeWark?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Aye.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Good
Thank you.
enough.
Bye-bye
Thank
now.
you.
Bye.
Morning. What's happening, guys?
Good morning.
All of these?
How's everybody?
So-
Well, only slightly more exciting than Red Deer.
Okay.
Is number 7.
Hard act to follow, I know.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
Just because there's somebody.
I love it.
So number 7 is the appointments for the local emergency planning committee, which is a volunteer organization made up by different members in the community and different municipalities. It's a 2-year appointment. Every page has to be signed by the board, and you're welcome for that one.
No, he's really nice because I told him I'm going to copy him.
Oh, okay.
For us.
Yeah. I got a new pen here.
Gotcha. So almost all of these are just reappointments. We do have a few new folks, but after it gets approved today, we then send it down to Columbus. Columbus approves it through the CERC, and we get back on board with doing our meetings. So.
Okay. Has there been any changes to the list, or is it pretty much the same?
There's only been a couple changes. We had people like Linda Berhenny that was on it that is no
Yeah,
longer. It's
yeah.
just-
Internal,
Yeah,
yeah.
just internal stuff like that.
But as far as any of the outside community stuff, I mean, that's all
It's all the
same. Yep.
Yeah, it is all the same. We did a couple really good exercises this year with LAPC. We did a couple simulated spills. We did a spill out at UH Hospital.
Okay.
I simulated, I did a great training out there.
Right.
Part of the other thing with LAPC is all the hazardous material companies that send all their things in. Austin gets it, then he does all the pre-planning for all the fire departments and
Great.
response. So it's a good outreach, so.
Excellent. How's it been overall this summer as far as, I know you guys were at the Ladue emergency, right?
Yeah, we were over there. Things for LEPC and chemical and hazmat stuff has been rather quiet,
Quiet,
which
yeah.
I'm
Good.
absolutely okay with.
Yes.
Except you just jinxed yourself
Yeah, but
because
thank
you
you.
said the Q
Thank
word.
you for asking.
Yeah,
Way to go, Tim.
yeah. I got faith in you. Very good. Okay, so, do you want to read all these?
I can't.
Okay.
Come on, it's up to you.
Why don't we just make a motion then?
I so move.
Second.
Commissioner DeWark?
Yes.
Commissioner
Aye.
Spillier? Commissioner Lennon?
Yes. Okay, very good.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
How are you all? Good. Good. We go from deer to that
Yeah,
to
right, right.
federal tax information.
Awesome.
Just yeah, right. It's really kind of just something that we've been kind of forced to do. The federal government through the IRS publication 1075 is mandating that anyone that handles federal tax information, and it means, which is more really federal tax information really directly from the government, from the IRS, is required to go through these background checks. And it's coming from the federal government to the state, now down to us, and now all counties are required, JFSs are required to implement this policy. We amended it, which we're allowed to do just to fit directly within our organization, but we would like for it to become, and required for it to become part of our policy, and it's going to require us to do background checks on employees that are kind of in accordance with the federal policy. And
So, what kind of background check? I mean, what level of background check? I mean,
it's very similar to the ones that
like employment.
Mhm.
Okay.
But
I mean, isn't that being done anyway?
it is, but there's a specific code that you probably know this that needs to get put into the system that satisfies it. So now what we're going to do is every time we have a new hire, we're going to make sure that we include that code in there so that
I
it's
see.
done.
Okay.
But that it needs to be redone, and our staff needs to be fully background checked by September 30th of this year, and then we need to get a determination that they're approved or that they're safe to handle federal tax information by the end of the year.
Who's doing the backgrounds?
We do. We have the fingerprint at our agency.
Okay.
So
Ralph, isn't there like different levels of background check?
Yeah, I mean, it just depends, like, so is it going through the state system, or what is it?
it's going. Believe it's going through BCI,
BCI,
and FBI.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I mean, it's just IRS publication 1075 is requiring it.
Okay, okay.
It's really nothing that I can get around.
Yeah, sure.
We handle 60%, JFS handles 60% of all the federal monies that come into the county, so.
I just
It
assumed
affects us more than anyone.
it was being done anyway, you know.
We
to
were doing
extent.
background checks, but to
Not-
meet this.
Yeah, okay.
So with that being said, we
Second.
amended, created this policy, and we're asking it to be part of our policy now.
Good enough.
Commissioner DeWar?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Okay.
Commissioner Lyon?
Yes.
Thank you.
All
Yeah,
right.
Thank you.
Thanks
Bye-bye,
again.
Kurt.
See ya. We gonna see you guys on Thursday, JFS? Okay, all right, thank you.
Good morning.
Morning. All right, I'm here for transit, and we're looking for the board to approve and execute the resolution so that we can submit a proposal with ODOT for the grants through the FDA for the 5311, which is the operating and gap maintenance, and the 5339, which is the bus grants, so we can keep operating.
Okay. So is Mike still there for a little bit still, or is he?
Correct, his last day is September 7th.
Okay, and do you feel fairly comfortable as far as, handling some of this process if things, questions come up? Because you've been doing it now alongside him, right?
Yeah, I have been helping. I am the driver's dispatch supervisor.
Right.
I've been helping him since he's been out to
Okay.
all kinds of things in the grant. We're waiting on search and insurances back from Laura.
Okay.
There's just a couple more things on the grant that we're going to finish up so we can get it submitted because it needs to be in by Thursday once.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, if you need anything or help or assistance or whatever,
Yeah.
don't,
For sure,
don't
just-
hesitate.
Okay.
Make sure we got all the resources there we need.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
So move.
Second.
Commissioner DeWar?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner Lyon?
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Clean up batteries.
How come you're always at the end of the agenda? How do you swing that?
Alphabetical order.
Oh,
It's
is that what it is?
alphabetical order.
Okay.
Jerry doesn't like it.
All your elected officials go first, and then
Okay.
your departments go
Yeah.
after
Court
that.
people go first.
Good morning, everyone.
I should run that in reverse, just so everyone's on.
Just to throw
Just
them
to mess
off.
with them.
Okay, I can do that.
Well, I'd rather that they sharpen their talons on everyone else before.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'd like to introduce Ronnie Walker. He's
All right.
one of our recent addition. He comes to us from, actually from Lake County. So we've got the whole package here. He's already experienced, no training. He's already done wonderful things for the county.
Very good.
So I just wanted to bring Ron over and introduce him.
So,
Yeah.
nice
Yeah.
to meet you.
Thank you for the
Welcome
opportunity to
aboard.
serve.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. So what's your history of Lake County? Now, was that?
I was the manager for the wastewater collections department over there.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. How long were you there for?
24
long
years.
Time. Yeah.
Nice.
Quite a few years.
Welcome to the good side.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Their losses are gained.
Yeah.
It's been great.
Yeah.
So we have a few items here today, and really some of it's just catch up. As you recall, we were purchasing a parcel on Wing and Auburn, and purchase is supposed to take place on July 19th. Well, it'll be finalized today.
Okay.
And items 10, 11, and 12 really request execute appointment of escrow agent, and then to choose to waive offer of closing protection, and then also to approve and execute the documents that Christine has in the packages up there for us to conclude the purchase.
So on that, the tear down and everything, I see that they cleaned that up. Was that something they took care of?
They took care of that.
I see, okay.
That garage that they hurried up and rebuilt like 4 months ago, is that still standing?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
We're going to use it. There's a whole story with that garage.
Oh, yeah, I've heard.
We'll use that. Eventually it will come down, and we'll find the Amish guys that bought it last time and sell it to them again.
Okay.
But it'll be useful. Probably going to use it as an office in the very beginning. And most of the trees will remain, actually, laying it out so the real big ones don't have to come down.
And the total acreage there was what, half?
Almost 2 acres.
Almost 2 acres? Okay, that's good.
It's actually worked out to be, got rid of an eyesore and.
Oh yeah, totally.
We're beautifying the area. Really.
Of course, rumors now is I burned it down so we could get the property.
Okay.
It's not true.
He probably would have
It's
been on
not
that
true.
committee.
Nice.
So,
I make a motion for 10, 11, and 12.
So moved. Second.
Commissioner DeWart?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner Humphries?
Right. Very good.
So,
Yep.
13 and 14 are related. 13, we ask that you approve the placement of Mike Sieber, operator 3, on paid administrative leave. It was effective last Friday. And then number 14, we request that you accept the resignation of Mike Sieber, effective yesterday.
Make a motion on 13 and 14?
Second.
Commissioner DeWart?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner Humphries?
Thank you very much for your time.
All right, sir.
Thank you.
Take care.
Have a good day.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks too for the info, Steve. I think we got it
Oh.
up for sure.
I'll be around.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Go to executive session.
Right, so I'm gonna, I've had the opportunity just to confirm again, I reached out to a couple of the applicants last night just to thank them again for the library board, in applying. You know, I think the good news is we've come across some very worthwhile and dedicated residents that are willing to offer up their time and be a part of these very important positions. So, that being said, I felt the most comfortable with the library board appointment with Larry Patorek. And moving forward with him, I think he brings a lot of the things that I'm looking for as far as the current environment and what's going on with the library in this big undertaking and getting ready to spend quite a bit of money on behalf of the taxpayers, and just having a set of eyes in there. He's a former CFO of a Fortune 100 company. I think he's a fiscally conservative guy, and he's got a good background, I think, to accomplish what this board perceives to be of importance. So
I agree.
But I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on that, but I think we're all pretty much on the same page. Narrowing it down to a few individuals here. So, but
I'll second your motion.
Okay, great.
For sure.
So the appointment is of Larry John Patorek to the Public Library Board of Trustees for a 7-year term ending June 30th, 2026. Commissioner Dvorak?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner Clayton?
Aye. Very good. And then mental health, we still have a few open there, but we can start working on those
Absolutely.
next. Yeah, okay.
And I think that was the thing, is, kind of invigorating to see a couple of new faces through this process, and
Yeah.
some possible crossovers too that would possibly be interested in mental health also, so
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm just waiting for that application to come back from the gentleman that had submitted his resume, that he confirmed that it was actually from the board, mental health board. And so I sent him the application they needed to complete for that. So once I get that back, I'll forward it on to you, and then you still have 2 remaining seats that have to be filled.
Is it 2 or 3?
2.
We already
Oh, okay.
filled one.
Because we put Steve on.
Okay. Excellent, okay. That's a good, I think we're making some headway with that. Okay, so other than that, the Commissioner's Office requesting the board move in executive session for the purpose of discussing the employment and compensation of public employees. Motion, please.
So move.
Second.
Commissioner DeWort?
Yes.
Dvorak?
Aye.
Commissioner Clayton?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yep, aye.